So fighting your way upstairs, finding numerous items of interest, you entered into a central chamber on this first floor. We're going ground first floor, by the way, so to make clear. To the next floor, you entered into this dining room and very quickly found yourself wrapped up in an animated rug, a tablecloth, more specifically, that had basically surrounded you, squeezing you tightly and suffocating you as we pick up the beginning of today's session. So, as we get into it, you do not know if the rest of your allies know what has happened to you. It is completely dark, your vision completely obscured. All you hear is the muffling of your own breath inside your body, inside your bones, inside your skin, and the rustling of rags around you as it continues to squeeze you tightly. What we need to do to kick things off is start with an initiative roll. So, for people who are new here, we do a dice giveaway system. That works like this. So I'm going to open the giveaway, and feel free to enter it with ! dice. So this is going to determine how fast we react to the combat as we kick things off, and it will also determine how quickly your allies realize what's happening to you and whether or not they can react in time to prevent it. All right. So, closing the giveaway. Pyro here. Welcome to the chat, and here's your first dice roll. Beginner's luck. Let's see what you get. So this has a +5 here. Just so you're aware, Pyro, so you've won the dice giveaway, but in order to actually roll the dice, you need to type !roll as a confirmation. Okay, so with a total of 16, let's see where everybody else ends up here. All right. Fantastic. Just need to add these two creatures. Okay, so we start at the top of the round with you, chat. So, what are you going to do here? I'm going to open the giveaway. As the sound around you is muffled, and it's almost impossible for you to hear anything past your own gasping and the vague rustling of material around you, what do you do? As you struggle to breathe, you have a moment where you can essentially use your action to try and escape the restrainment yourself, or you can attempt to attack the rug from inside with a sword, for example. It will be a disadvantage, though. Do you have flares? You do not have any flares, though. You have a torch, but you don't know how much that will help you. So what would you like to do? Try to escape. Okay, we have 2 votes on trying to escape. Burn the room. You're gonna have to start with something a little closer, I'm afraid. Understood, Pop. Okay, understood. Great. Thank you, Papa Crimes. So based. Okay, try to escape. So I'm gonna need an athletics check from you, chat. Actually, hang on. I think your acrobatics might be higher. Let's just double check. Opening the dice giveaway. Okay, Yorkie with the check bonus. This gives you an extra +2 to this roll. Summoning upon the spirits which travel with you to infuse you with extra strength and nimbleness. Okay, let's see who wins. Closing the giveaway. Is a +5 to the roll. Yorkie, let's see what we get. Nice one, Yorkie. Okay, so it is a total of +7, bringing it to a total of 14, which is 1 more higher than you needed to escape the DC. So, with that, Your senses return to you. You're able to once again see the room and hear that your allies are rushing inside one by one. Okay. So that does take your action. You do still have your bonus action, which you can use to obviously cast a spell like Hunter's Mark. You can also use it to command Alden to do something. So what would you like to do? You still have your bonus action here. And you do have options available to you. You are already freed now, Jean. You have wrestled yourself free of this dinner cloth that you now see is just kind of hovering in the air, almost bowing itself back like a snake that's just kind of wisping around you. Also, I must make sure I remember this. As you were being squeezed, you did take some damage. You took 10 damage at the beginning of your turn. Hang on a sec. Hunter's Mark, okay. So you took 10 damage at the start of your turn. So you are definitely feeling the hurt, as you can feel the soreness. Your joints kind of locking in place in areas. Your fingers feeling stiff, both from the deprivation of oxygen, but also just from this crushing pressure as you are wrapped up in this dinner cloth. Okay, so you choose to Hunter's Mark. So I'm going to mark off a spell slot here, as you have used 1 to cast Hunter's Mark. All right, so remember, we have D&D Beyond enabled, so if you want to see your available resources such as spell slots, you can do that by hovering over the stream if you're on desktop and clicking on the character sheets themselves. I just need to remove these conditions. Very nice. Okay, so kind of channeling some of the spirit energy that had fueled up inside you, filling your limbs with renewed strength. You wrestled free, and then you managed to kind of coalesce some of this spiritness into a spell that you now mark your target, revealing weaker areas of its form, more primed to take either sword or arrow. We are now on another one of these creatures that then darts off the table and attempts to encompass you once again from behind you. Okay, let's see if they hit. Okay, so they hit you, and unfortunately, as this creature comes towards you, you find yourself wrapped from behind this time. Once again, your vision growing dark, your limbs squeezed together. You're once again restrained and blinded. I'm not going to add them again. Okay, that brings us to Alden, which Alden is going to move into the space. Is very confused, unfortunately, because Alden has not received any direct orders at this point in time. Just is looking for something, some kind of angle, some way to try and figure out what's going on and how to stop it. Bringing us down to Alaric. Alaric, hearing this ruckus, hearing the squawks of Alden, rushes to the doorway, sees what's happened, can see that one of these tablecloths is wisping around in the air, and the other has currently essentially encompassed you in almost like a mummified form. So Alaric is going to first of all roll an Arcana check to see if he can figure out what these things are and if he can do anything to stop it. Okay, so disadvantage, yeah. So Alaric, a little panicked, unsure exactly what to do, is going to fire off a firebolt at the one that is currently wrapped around you. So he needs to make an attack roll. Oh, I need to bring the audio back here. So that is a hit. So there's something very interesting that you feel as you're wrapped up inside this not so wholesome blanket. You feel this intense heat scorching your skin as you take half of the damage dealt by the firebolt. And you at this moment are keenly aware that the damage taken by this creature as it's wrapped around you is split between it and yourself. Something you may want to keep in mind. So you take 5 points of damage as well. Okay, you are feeling the hurt, you are feeling the burn, and this time we have the other rug, which is going to move over and attempts to wrap Owlden, the only other creature that it can see. Also succeeds. So the second cloth moves over, wraps up Owlden, and you can just hear this very faint, muffled squawking sound. And you can feel the vibrations through your feet of some kind of struggle taking place right next to you. Okay, Roga moves out. Currently has a candle lit, moves into the space. Is going to attempt to attack target number 1. Hits. Okay, so how much damage you do again? Quarterstaff. 9 damage. Okay, so this damage instead is split between Alden and the rug. So we'll do... That's a bit messy over here, isn't it? Okay. So last in initiative here, we have Akara High Shield who moves over into the space. She has... I guess you can't really tell. You don't really know what's happening outside of this comfy little squeeze you're getting. A deadly hug of sorts. She is going to... What do you have available? Yeah, you do not have that spell at your disposal. Okay, she's going to hold her action. A little bit more aware in the circumstances of what these are, but possibly unaware that they were here the whole time without her knowledge. But she is holding her action for somebody to be free. It is now your turn, chat. What would you like to do? You are once again wrapped up. You are struggling to hear and or see your surroundings. And you're aware that anytime that this creature is hit by an attack from its outside, it also hits you as well. What would you like to do, chat? Just as a reminder, you can use your action to try and escape the grapple, or you can attempt to attack from within it, which will be at disadvantage, but you're pretty good at hitting things regardless. Any suggestions? Any ideas? I'll just wait for you to come up with something here. Okay, we got 1 for attacking from within. This would be with disadvantage, but you do have every opportunity to do that. So we'll go with that. So I need an attack roll. This one will be with disadvantage. So opening the dice giveaway. Feel free to enter with ! dice. We'll probably get another... Ooh, okay. So Herb with the attack bonus Channel Point Redemption, giving you an extra +2. I will say you are using your sword at this point, because that makes the most sense from the situation that you found yourself in. So you will have a total of +10 to hit. on this attack roll. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Herb, give us our attack roll, please. Plus 10 to the result. It's a fairly easy hit, and this will set our baseline. Okay, so a total of 27. It's pretty high, but unfortunately that does mean that you could go a lot lower. So we have our second giveaway here, as we are rolling with advantage, which gives us an opportunity to do 2 different dice rolls. We take the lowest roll here, as we were at disadvantage from being restrained within the creature. Thank you, Papa. 27 is our base. So anything under 27 is the result we go with. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Kaya Rub. Please give us our dice. Roll. Thank you very much. Okay, so it's still a 14 total, which, again, thanks to your bonus, as you summon the strength from within, channeling this power external to yourself, this connection being linked in this moment, you just managed to pull your sword from its scabbard and slice up, trying to pry and push it away from you. And this pressure alone of it squeezing against your sword is enough to do damage. So it takes, I believe, 8 points of damage. Okay, I think that makes sense. 8 points of damage. So, this magical enchantment that it has, unfortunately means that you're now aware that even from within the creature, if the creature takes damage while you are wrapped, you also take the same damage. So you do slice up, it does damage to it, but you also feel this squeezing sensation tightening around you, further causing you to forcefully exhale what oxygen you have left inside your lungs. Your turn is now up to its bonus action, chat. So what would you like to do with your bonus action? Oh, you had Hunter's Mark on it. Let me just check something real quick. So you would have done an extra 3 points of damage. So we'll do 2 to the rug. And 1 to yourself. Okay. What would you like to do with your bonus action, chat? I also need you to give me something called a concentration check. Your Hunter's Mark spell is a concentration spell, which means that you need to put considerable effort into keeping it active in combat. And because you've just taken damage, we have to roll to see if you succeed at keeping the spell up. So I'm also doing a dice giveaway here, and you also need to decide what to do with your bonus action. Feel free to do both and or either at this point in time. So this will be a Constitution saving throw to see if you can continue to focus on the spell. Your Constitution saving bonus is +1. You also take 10 points of damage from the rug. Okay, Herb with the check bonus. Unfortunately, the check bonus doesn't work on this particular thing. So somebody's gonna have to refund it as I be a rules lawyer bitch. So somebody could go ahead and refund that. You unfortunately don't get the benefits of a bonus on this particular check. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Papa Crimes, give us our Constitution saving throw. The difficulty is 10. Okay, so you got an 11, so you passed, and your Hunter's Mark stays active on the target. Oh god, I'm just realizing I've made a mistake here as well. Fuck me. Hang on, let me give you your health back. It was on the other target. One of those days, chat. Okay. So at this point in time, you can feel your vitality being sapped away from you And you can feel at moments your vision blurring, your mind going blank, and then you blip back into consciousness. As we get to number 2's turn, it doesn't do anything else on its turn. So we go right past that. Yeah. We are now on your bonus action, which you still haven't declared what you're going to do. So are you going to command Alden to do something? You could command him to try and break free of the grapple. As you can hear Alden's muffled squawks from outside as he very clearly flails on the ground. But Alden requires direction from you as you're a Beast Mastery Ranger. This is your bonus action. Okay, Alden break free. So this is going to be an athletics check for Alden, opening the giveaway. Look at y'all trying to jump ahead here. Can I boost this one? Yes, you can. You can, Herb. Channel Point Millionaire. Okay. So this will bring it to a total of +5 to the roll. And the total needs to be at least 13. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Herb, give us the roll, please. We need a 13 total. Easy peasy. Okay, so, Alden, it's hard for you to understand, but you are very perceptive. Even in the most dire circumstances, you can hear the struggling continuing outside of the wrap around you, but you can kind of hear this sudden roll and the brightness of a squawk. It's kind of like battle cry from this small owl bear cub, giving you some sense of relief as you know that Alden is now free from the binds. Okay, that's his turn. Hello, Sean. So now we are on number 1. Alden would also take 10 points of damage from the squeeze. It does nothing because it's already got someone grappled. Roga is going to attack the rug now that is no longer wrapping up Alden, and Akara is going to do the same with her held action. So Roga attacks with the quarterstaff. Ooh, I'm not sure if that hits. Let me double check. It just hits. So Roga swings with the quarterstaff, slamming into this rug's form as it takes 9 points of damage. And then Akara High Shield is going to do a Sacred Flame cantrip. So it needs to make a dex save. It fails. As the rug is caught alight, you feel this ambient surge of heat from beside you, like thankfully not doing any damage to yourself, as it takes 8 points of damage. And we are now onto Akara's actual turn. Oh, hang on. Roga gets 2 attacks now because he's level 5. Oh, Roga gets another hit. Okay, dealing another 9 points of damage. This rug, now struggling to keep itself going, animated. Not that you're very aware of it. Akara High Shield tries one more Sacred Flame. Okay, and with that, this tablecloth becomes inert once more. So you hear some degree of rest falling upon the area as one of the enemies is extinguished. We are back to the top of your turn. Unfortunately, at the beginning of your turn, you are squeezed once more, and you feel your consciousness leave your body as your body goes limp, and the last thing you remember is hitting the floor. So, me do the thing on the track. Okay. Okay, so you're out cold. You've just been knocked down. I need you to give me a death saving throw at the beginning of your turn. So this is a number that gets no bonuses to it. It needs to be a 10 or above. As you currently lie breathless on the ground, you are now struggling against death to try and stabilize yourself. Closing the giveaway. Susanna. Okay, Susanna, give us the roll. This has no bonuses. What would you like to do? Okay, so unfortunately, Matt marks our first death saving throw failure. Failure 1. Okay. So, your turn passes. This creature does not do anything else on its turn. It is now up to Owlden. Owlden does not know what to do. However, you can hear a muffled shout from outside as Akara shouts not to attack it. Owlden does not really know how to interpret orders from other people so well, but seeing the inert, wrapped up body of yourself on the floor, you know what? I'm going to get you to roll this, chat. I'm going to ask you to roll a dice here for Owlden. This is going to be an intelligence check. So it has no bonus. It's just a flat roll. Hello, Ellebright. Great to see you. This is to see if Owlden understands why he should not attack the rug and try and pull it off you. As he can see it contorting your body, limp as it is, with very little resistance. Why is there a rug on me? It's wrapped itself around you, this magically animated rug smothering the life from your body. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Kaya, here you go. I will tell you that the difficulty at this point is 10. So we need a 10 or higher. Okay, so Owlden knows in this specific moment not to attack you. Because that would be very, very bad. Okay. So, let me just double check something very, very quickly. Alaric. What have you got, Dud? What have you got? Do you have the correct spell prepared today to deal with the situation? You do not. Okay. Okay, so it seems as though your group outside is struggling to figure out exactly what to do about the situation, realizing that if they attack the rug, they may well be doing damage to you as well. Alaric is going to do a check with his action. Okay, unfortunately, still in too much of a panic to really figure out what the best course of action is. We are then on number 1, which is down. I can remove you from there. Roga, you can just hear this very muffled, kind of in these blips between when you regain consciousness and then pass out again. You can hear Roga is shouting something, but you can't quite understand what it is. Okay, so does a car you'll have to be able to see you. I think it probably work in this circumstance anyway. Spells. Okay, yep, that works. So Akara moves over with Roga. Roga trying to hold parts of the rug apart so that Akara can reach through and place a palm on you, casting Cure Wounds, sorry. And because of her archetype, the type of cleric that she is, you are healed for the maximum amount. I believe. Let me just double check. Features. Yes. Okay, so this is going to be a level spell slash you're going to burn here. This is going to be a second level Cure Wounds here. So you regain 16 plus 5. 21 hit points. On the brink of death, your new, somewhat strained relationship with Akara High Shield paying off. As you feel this very abrupt and unsettling restoration to your consciousness. This very abrupt, like you've been shocked by something. But there's also this kind of uneasy darkness to this magic. This lingering bitterness in your mouth as you come back to consciousness. You don't feel relieved by the magic per se, but you feel awake. So, you regain 21 HP. Oh, hang on. How do I... I'm so confused by this UI, dude. Okay, did I get rid of it? Okay, great. We're good. We're good. Okay, so with that, your health returned to you. Regaining consciousness, you are still wrapped up, but there's this moment when you look up through a gap in the rug where you see Akara High Shield withdrawing her hand from you. Okay, we are on your turn, chat. Unfortunately, at the beginning of your turn, you do still take 10 damage. What would you like to do on your turn? The poll is open. Fortunately, the amount of health restored to you enough to soak this blow. Oh, hang on. The poll is open. What do you do with your action here? It is your turn. You're aware that if you attack, you will obviously wound the creature, but you may wound yourself. And every moment that you remain wrapped up in this creature's form is a moment where you might be knocked out once again. The poll is open, chat. Would you like to use your action to escape? If we escape, they can do a chance attack. Only if you move afterwards. So this would be like escaping from the grapple itself. So it's wrapped around you. You can use your action to basically struggle free of its grasp. It won't get an attack on you if you do that. But thank you for asking for clarity, just in case anybody else was wondering the same thing. What would you like to do? So it doesn't really matter how you write it. As Susanna's already put in there, as long as the message is conveyed, then that's what we'll do. Okay, so trying to struggle free, I'm going to need another acrobatics check. So the dice giveaway is open. Feel free to enter with exclamation mark dice. Thank you, Susanna, for the chant. Dude, that's actually so good. It dramatically reduces the amount of commitment it takes to do something. Hello, Xenodre. Welcome to the stream. Okay. Closing the giveaway. Kaya rub. Okay, Kaya. This will have a total of +5 to the roll. Please give us our acrobatics check to try and struggle free. Okay, so with a total of 15, once again, you are freed from the Rug of Smothering's grasp, and you can breathe once again. Your bones ache, your muscles at points feel torn, but you are ready to fight once more. You don't have your action because that you used that already, but you do still have your bonus action. So what would you like to do with your bonus action? Again, you can move your hunter's mark to the new target, or you can command Owlden to attack. Actually, no, your hunter's mark is gone. I take that back. You do not have hunter's mark anymore because you are knocked unconscious. Which unfortunately means you lose concentration. Owlden attack 2. That works. I'll move you over here so it's a bit clearer. Okay, so that means that we have an attack roll from Owlden, please, chat. So, exclamation mark dice, you can use the chant function. Thank you very much. If you'd like to enter that way. And we'll see what we get. Getting ready to close the giveaway when the chant ends. That's actually very convenient. I'm just going to close giveaways when the chant is over. Okay. So, closing the giveaway here. Tolkir. Okay, Tolkir. Give us our roll. Okay, so that's definitely a hit with a total of 19. Owlden pounces forwards onto this rug, attempting to pin it to the ground, making a beak attack, which does 8 points of damage. Fortunately, because you are no longer stuck inside, you do not take any of this damage yourself. As Owlden kind of tears away with his beak, clawing away on the ground, trying to pin it in place to stop it from attacking you again. Alright, we're now on Alaric's turn. Alaric is going to cast another firebolt on the target. Hits. The creature takes 10 points of fire damage. Ooh. That's not right at all. What? Okay. So, the creature now burn marks, rips down its form. You can see that it's now just kind of sliding almost over the table towards you, attempting to wrap you up once more. We are now on Roga, who's going to attempt to deal the finishing blow. First attack hits. And with that, we don't need to roll anything more. As Roga then steps on the other end and smashes the quarterstaff down, breaking the table below it, but also almost ripping this rug in two as he withdraws it. Splintered wood of the quarterstaff with the sheer force of the blow tearing through parts of the fabric. And we are now out of initiative. Okay. Okay. So, having just narrowly escaping a completely unforeseen fatality. Whoa, my god, that's so loud all of a sudden. What's going on? Oh, that's why. What would you like to do next? So, obviously, you can continue further into the room if you like. Thank you very much, Scrit. Yeah, it's a little bit of a work in progress. I'm still getting used to how to do it, but it's fine. We're getting there. Learning curve. You have 2 doors on the opposite end of the room. You are aware that the staircase is up here on the north. This leads you up to the 2nd floor, but you previously had opted to continue exploring the area in the hopes that you might find something valuable and useful to you. So you have these 2 doors, top and bottom, or up and down. Where would you like to go next? Also, while you contemplate this next move, let's have a look. I believe that you have the healing feat. Let me just double check. Okay, so Akara moves over to you. Again, one of these very condescending sighs as she asks you to stop and wait for a moment. Just hold on. It'll be no good if you're dead before we get there. And despite her disposition otherwise, she seems to know what she's doing. Not a complete fabrication that she has knowledge of anatomy and the ability to heal people, both magical and non-magical. She spends a bit of time bandaging your wounds, healing you for 12 points of damage. As you contemplate what your next move is going to be. So you're on 23 out of 39. Okay, top door. Alright, so you move over to the top door. It is, as with many of the others, locked, but at this point you are very adept at prying it open with your crowbar. So let me just do that. Inside, you find what was probably at some point in time a living quarters for staff who might have once worked here. However, as you enter, much to your disappointment, Akara regales you with the fact that they do not have any staff who currently reside within the keep. It would provide a serious security issue for them and the mission they were to undertake. So there's not much in this area that you can find that is particularly useful to you. However, Akara does pull off a couple of supplies, replenishing the healer's kit that she used to restore some health to you. So you have a door now below you. Why is that not working? Go. You continue on, I assume. And after prying open this door, you find another small room. And you find that there's nothing particularly interesting in here, apart from the odd supply here and there. However, as you sort of move into the space, you see that there is a small walkway that leads across and into a second room. In this area, it is a bit brighter, as there is natural light coming through the very rudimentary fortification windows, these slits in the stone wall. As you continue on, continuing your exploration. Hello, Susanna. You are about to pass into this hallway before Akara places a hand on your shoulder and asks you to wait. She looks to you. Hold on a second. Given what we've seen so far, it seems as though Mater has animated a number of objects to provide obstacles to slow us down. Now, I can't say for certain, but there's a particular snake statue in this next room, and I can't help but feel as though it might be another one of his tricks. So proceed cautiously, please. Can't do this on my own. As we get into the next room, take the stairs up. There's a supply chest in the tower. So you are aware, as she steps back towards the wall, taking cover, that there may be another enemy lurking in the darkness beyond. How would you like to proceed? So some examples would be obviously stealthily. You can try and enter the room as quietly as you possibly can. Or you can charge in. Your allies, by the way, are also following, so they're a little bit behind you, but they're not too far away. Can we do a perception check? Absolutely. Feel free to vote for it. Just type !vote space perception. Like, I can keep prompting you, but it's also really great if you have any ideas about things you can do yourselves. Like, as Falcon suggested, you could do a perception check to see if you can hear anything inside. Okay. All right, give me a perception check, chat. The dice giveaway is open. Let's see what we get. I love this chant feature. It's so good. Hello, Ash. Great to see you. Welcome to the stream. It's been a hot minute, my friend. Glad to see you're alive and kicking. Okay. So this is going to be a perception check. Accidentally clicked when I did chat. Well, welcome to the stream. Given by what we've seen so far, new people usually get a dice roll, so... Okay. Shadow squared. Please give us our perception check. Stolen! Okay, so it is a 4 plus 9, so still a very high roll, all things considered. As you listen out, you can't hear anything in the darkness. You don't know whether or not that means that whatever is in there, this statue, is inactive, or it is hiding more cleverly than you are able to currently perceive. But at this point in time, either way, you don't hear anything in the next room. So, what would you like to do? How would you like to proceed? You're aware that there are supplies on the floor above this, inside the tower itself. The question is whether or not you want to approach quietly, or try and rush forward and get the jump. Run and gun. Okay. I'm gonna need a stealth check from you, please, chat. So ! dice to enter. Proceed loudly to establish dominance. I used to do that a lot as a kid when I was worried about the existence of ghosts. I would just enter every room really loudly so they had a chance to run away. Because who wouldn't be afraid of a 10-year-old scrawny kid? Okay, so check bonus from Shadow Squared. This means that our stealth bonus will be a total of... plus 13! Holy macaroni! Okay. Closing giveaway. Shadow squared again. Okay, Shadow. Plus 13 to the result. Okay. We might be almost at our highest roll ever here, with a total of 31. Bordering on the nigh impossible. Given the onslaught of the previous encounter, you are incredibly aware. The adrenaline and your keen senses perking up to an almost unnatural degree, verging upon that rumored of gods themselves. You don't make a single sound as you approach. And as you look into the room, you see up and to the top left corner, there is some kind of snake-like form in the darkness. With your dark vision, it seems to be staying perfectly still, and further yet, this snake statue appears to be made entirely of metal. But it is perfectly still towards the back of this room. What would you like to do? It is absolutely unaware of your presence. Would you like to attack? What would you like to do? You could obviously try and distract it, if that's what you want to do either. Sneak past? Oh yeah. You could try. You get the sense that it would see anything that enters into the room, though. Because it is in this top left corner here. Let me reveal it on the map. For clarity, it is in this top left corner. So it has an eye on both the stairs, and now that you're looking inside the room, there seems to be a trapdoor that leads further down into the tower. Oh, let me move. Yeah, there you go. There you go. Sorry, sometimes I forget that your map is different to mine, so feel free to remind me if that happens again. What would you like to do? You're aware that your allies are back in the other room, but it won't take much for them to move to your aid. It's a little cramped in here. Possibly not enough space for an entire party to move around, but they can probably attack from back in the hallway. So you have 2 for distract. Okay. What is your goal here by distracting it? Are you trying to distract to the point where you can run up the stairs? What are you gonna do after you distract? I'll refresh the poll. Are you gonna take the stairs or the trapdoor? Stairs. Okay. So what you do is you pull out a rock, as one does, keeping rocks handy in case you need to use a slingshot, or for situations specifically like this, when you need something that's going to make enough of a noise, enough of a distraction that you might be able to slip by a target undetected. You toss this rock underneath the gap where the stairs are, between the stairs and the floor. This little kind of hidey hole underneath. You throw the rock inside, arcing it perfectly to bounce off the wall, and then ricochet into it, into the darkness. You then rush across silently with your stealth check. And you hear this metallic, sizzling, hissing sound as this iron cobra darts towards its target. You hear it wrestling around, biting into things, thrashing in the darkness below the stairs. But best you can tell, you have actually entered this next area undetected. So what I'm going to do is we are now on floor 2. So you are currently over here. So on this next floor up, there is no other staircase that leads further up into this tower. You are as high up as you can possibly go. There is no other entrance or exit from this space. What about the others? You're not sure. They are just waiting back downstairs. You know that there's very little chance of you managing to get them all through into this area, but thankfully, it doesn't seem as though there's anything untowards in this space. Okay. So, as you look down, you can very clearly see that both of these chests are not trapped. Whoa! Whoa! They're both locked and definitely not trapped. What would you like to do, chat? They are locked. Definitely not trapped, though. So I'll let you vote on what you would like to do. Imagine if it was trapped. Unless. Check for traps. Oh, chat! What prompted this? Why are you so paranoid, chat? Jeez. Open without care. With no regard for my own safety. Okay, check for traps. All right, chat. This is going to be an investigation check. Hello, Ryger. Is this just playing? No. This is the entirety of chat playing D&D. And I'm the DM, Ryger. Okay, Falcon with the check bonus. If you'd like, Ryger, I can show you this. So this is basically what's happening. So over on the left side here, I'll zoom in a bit actually. This is your character over on the left-hand side here. So chat controls the character together through voting and through dice giveaways. And I'm just the DM narrating everything that happens. You have an adventuring party, but they're currently downstairs. Okay. So we have a check bonus from Falcon. The dice giveaway is closing now. Okay, Kaya Rub. Kaya Rub, please give us our investigation check. It is a +4 to the roll. I can't remember if you have proficiency. I'll just double check. No pressure, Kaya. It's gonna be fine. Okay, so 10. Okay, +4. That's cool. So that brings it to a total of 14. So you look down towards this chest and you first check the outside for any signs of any kind of mechanism in place that may set off a trap in the room. You don't see anything immediately in your environment that indicates that you would be at any danger from opening the chest, but just to be sure, you peek inside the keyhole and you feel around the gap where the lid meets the rim of the base of the box. And as far as you're able to tell, you're not entirely confident the chests are not trapped. It seems like this is just a repository for various supplies and items of interest that is guarded by this singular snake statue downstairs, which you successfully distracted. Ryger, thank you very much for the follow. Welcome to the stream. We're called the Cozy Club here. And every Friday we do this content. We do Twitch Plays D&D. It's good to have you with us. Okay. So, my question towards you is, chat, are you going to open the chest? Yes or no? You've checked both of them. There's nothing in the room and there's nothing on the chest that you can see that indicates that they are trapped. But as you've experienced before, that doesn't mean that they're not. You have been wrong before. Okay, I will give you all a chance here. Okay, so choosing to open the chests. I need you to give me a dexterity saving throw, chat. Exclamation mark dice to enter the dice giveaway. Don't worry, it'll be fine. Is there a save dice check? There is not, unfortunately. We may make one, maybe, if there's enough demand for it. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Xenodre. Thanks for stopping by the stream once again. This is going to be a dexterity saving throw. This is a total of +8 to the roll. So if you want to, when you're ready, Xenodre, type !roll in the chat so that you can actually roll the dice. You've been given permission, but you need to do the roll yourself. Okay, so with a total of 16, as you lean over the first chest and you begin to lift the lid, there's a very sudden moment where you hear something from behind you. You jump backwards instinctively. The door slams shut on the chest. You turn and there's just a bird on the window hole behind you that fluttered past. And this was a false alarm. It just kind of squawks at you and then just flitters away again. The chests are not trapped. As you open up, you see a number of different items. You know I had to do it. There was too much build-up. I couldn't just not do something. Okay, so sifting through the items contained in these various chests, you see quite a lot of gold, but you also see a number of items which you imagine are probably magical. I'll give you a brief description of these if I can. So there is an ornate golden ring that has a small plate on the top of it that has some kind of inscription upon it that looks like a bounding jump, a singular foot leaping off the ground. You also find what is very clearly 2 potions of healing, regular potions of healing. I will add those to your inventory. Potion of healing. Potion of healing. Add 2. Thanks, D&D Beyond. You also find about 30 gold in a mixture of platinum, copper, and silver. I haven't found out where you put money on D&D Beyond. Does anybody know where you put money on this thing? I'll just put it in your notes real quick. Keep it in there for now. It's not relevant immediately, so it's fine. There's also... Let me just double check what this does exactly. Oh, yeah. There is a... Oh, that's curious. Hang on. There is a relatively small golden brooch about the size of your hand, which now that I think about it, actually is quite large for a brooch. There's a medium-sized brooch. It seems to be almost a depiction of a white jewel in the center and then wings coming out from either side. You also get the sense that this is probably also magical, but you don't have the means to find out exactly what they are at this point in time. Yourself, anyway. You know that Alaric has the ability to do so. And that is what you find. So you find this ring, this brooch, and 2 healing potions and some gold. You're not exactly sure what the ring and the brooch do. Now, you are aware. You are currently up on top of this floor, yes. But you don't know exactly where the Iron Cobra that was guarding the stairway has gone to. So I'm just going to ask you to give me a perception check real quick. I'm not going to ask you to figure that one out yourselves to see if you know where exactly this Iron Cobra is and if there's anything you can do about it. So feel free to enter with exclamation mark dice to enter the giveaway for a chance to roll the dice and determine the result of the skill check. Oh my god, what's happening with my audio there? Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Fart Ripple. Fart Ripple, please give us our perception check. +9 to the roll. Okay, so you're a little bit more nervous than anything. You're aware you've collected a number of new items, but you are also aware that the chances of you getting back down here undetected are very slim. And that anxiety begins to creep in. You know that you're separated from your allies on the floor below, and you're struggling to really come up with the best course of action, and that's sort of distracting you and causing you to be less able to determine the location of this Cobra, which, as far as you can tell, has gone completely silent again. You don't know whether or not that means it's lying in wait under the stairs, or if it's gone back to its original resting position at the top left-hand corner of that room. So what would you like to do here, chat? You don't really have a lot of information here. The question is whether or not you're going to rush downstairs again, or if you're going to try another distraction. Or possibly find another way to deal with the situation. If you can think of one. Did you drink the potion? You want to drink the potion? You can do that. It's up to you. Jump outside? Holy shit. Offer sandwich? Let's go, Max. Community memes. Okay, you want to drink your healing potion first? Okay, you're going to drink 1 or 2, chat. 1 healing potion will only get you up to... Just double check. 6 healing. This will heal you for 6. 1? Okay. Alright, so you regain 6 health as you use this opportunity to restore a little bit of vitality. At the cost of one of these resources, you're aware that if things go wrong, you're probably going to want enough health to return to your allies at the other end of this corridor. Okay. So what's your plan here, chat? Are you going to rush? Are you going to distract? Are you going to try and sneak past? Sneaking, while ordinarily a very good option for you, it's not like a Skyrim sneak, okay? If someone sees you, they see you. If you walk in front of something's line of sight, it will notice that you're there. Regardless of how high you roll. Hey, Klefki. Thanks for stopping by. Offer sandwich? You could try, you know. Maybe the problem with Iron Cobras and why they're so freaking aggro is because no one ever thinks to offer a sandwich. Maybe that's it. No one ever asked. Okay, so you're going to attempt to stealth downstairs. Okay. Oh, hang on, we're changing. Prepare bucket for enemy heads. Okay, everything has 1 vote. All right, chat, you're going to have to work together here. Have a look at your fellow chatters' options and the things they voted for, and try to come to a conclusion. Okay, we're going for prepare bucket. Understood. Understood. I do have one question for you, chat. You don't have a bucket, so what are you going to use instead? Contrary to the belief of some, buckets are typically not included in adventuring gears. You know, like the packs you buy from the local adventuring store. It's a little bit of a complication. Use chest? Okay. Okay, sure. So you can't believe this is happening. Okay, so you move over to this chest and you position it at the top of the stairs, where if you time it right, you may be able to use it to trap the creature. Okay, chat. You don't need to roll anything for this necessarily. You prepare, lying in wait, pulling one of these chests over to this top of the stairs here, where you'll be able to drop it on any unsuspecting creature. You then prepare yourself, taking a deep breath. How are you going to attract the attention of this Iron Cobra? By what means are you going to do this? Hey, you want a sandwich? Ah, I love it. I love it. Throw rock. Okay, so you pull out another one of these stones from your pouches that you have strapped to your belt. You place a sandwich at the top of the stairs just in case. Like a mouse trap. And then you throw the stone up against the wall. And you hear a rapid slithering, the clattering of metal on wood as this Iron Cobra begins darting up the stairs. I need you to give me an attack roll, chat. Because I want to see... Oh, sorry. I need you to give me an attack roll. Because I want to see if you're able to successfully drop this chest onto the Iron Cobra. Oh, Falcon. Refund yourself there, bud. Oh my god, the overlap! That's okay. Okay, Shadowscar with the attack bonus. Very good, very good. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Kaya rub again. Kaya. It's an attack roll. This is just going to use your strength. So it's just a +3. Okay, so an 8 total. You tried, chat. You tried. So as this snake darts up, you're not sure if it's being attracted by the sandwich or not, but nonetheless, it darts towards it and then grips it with its teeth. The chest clatters down the stairway behind it as you're a little bit too slow, and then the Iron Cobra spins back, arches upwards, and then you see these around its neck, it flares outwards as these metal fans appear around it, appearing more threatening. As it now looks towards you at the top of the stairs, I need you to roll initiative. Okay, chat. Let's go with this one. It's so good, Max. Actually, Gigabrain. Okay. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Admiral Bork Bork. Hit us with the roll, my friend. Wait, what was the roll? I didn't see it. Was it a natural 20? I'm so sorry. 19? Oh, shit. Okay, so 24. Got it. Roll initiatives. Natural 20, yes. Oh, very good. Okay, so we are starting, unsurprisingly, at the top of the round with you, chat. This Iron Cobra has just crawled up the stairs, is now slithering around and positioning itself on the same floor as you. You are currently cornered in this very small space without any current allies at your side. What would you like to do? Your action here, as we kick things off. Remember, you can also do things like bonus action Hunter's Mark first if you want to do more damage. Call for help. Okay, you can do that. I'll say that doesn't cost you an action. You just call out for your allies and you start to hear them moving towards you. DDB character sheet is down. Okay, good to know. I can't do anything about it, but... Do we have disengage? You can disengage as an action. Okay, what would you like to do here, chat? Disengage unless attack of opportunity. If you take the disengage action, nobody gets an attack of opportunity on you. So you can move your full movement without provoking an attack. If you take the disengage action. But it does mean you won't be able to attack on your turn. Just so you're aware. Everybody can take the disengage action, but rogues get to do that with cunning action with their bonus. So it's just a bit more efficient. What would you like to do here, chat? You have this snake rearing itself up at you, ready to attack, and you are cornered. Disengaging would allow you to dart back down the stairs without provoking an opportunity attack. Disengage? Okay, disengage it is. So realizing that you are cornered here, you, instead of trying to fight this thing solo, dart down the stairs, weaving, just managing to dodge an attack marked specifically for you. You're back down on this first floor here now. And you rush, takes 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. You're back at this hallway, and you can just see the shadow of this Iron Cobra cast down onto the stairway. So that's your action. What would you like to do as your bonus action? You can command Owlden, or you can use something like your Hunter's Mark spell. Can we barricade the door with anything? Looking around, there are some barrels you could use to maybe try and slow the creature down, but you'd guess, given its form, being snake-like as it is, if there's any kind of reasonable gap, it's going to be able to get through. So there's nothing you can see around you that is obviously going to completely block it off. Okay, what are you going to do? Sorry, I thought the vote was up. It turns out it wasn't. That's on me. Hunter's Mark. Okay, so as you rush down the stairs, just before the creature leaves your line of sight, you reach a single hand upwards as you reach for your bow with the other across your back. You extend this energy from yourself, marking this Iron Cobra for death. Okay, so that is your turn now. We also ask Akara if she knows more about these creatures. Perhaps on your next turn, you used sort of like your free allowance of dialogue to call out for help earlier. So we are now on Alden. Alden just takes the dodge action. Can't do anything else at this point in time. But seeing that you are threatened, moves up behind you. Just in case. Bringing us to the Iron Cobra itself. So the Iron Cobra then slithers down the stairs at a, to be perfectly honest, very unsettling speed and begins to rush towards you. 5, 10, 15, 20. Manages to get within range. And is going to do a bite attack against you. Gets a natural 1. So as it bites out towards you, at the moment where you turn the corner, it slams its head into the side of the door frame and then just falls down to the ground in some kind of momentary stupor. Despite this creature not having a lot of intelligence, there's some kind of malfunction within its body at whatever arcane core keeps it animated and semi-sentient, has a brief moment of malfunction. Okay, so it will have disadvantage on its next attack that it makes. We are now on Alaric, who's going to move through. Can just see the Iron Cobra squirming around on the ground after embarrassing itself. Not that it can feel such a thing. Alaric is going to launch another firebolt at the creature. Does it have any resistances? No. Okay. Let's see if he can hit. +5. Unfortunately, just misses. This mote of fire streaking through the air, slamming into the floorboards, leaving a little bit of a mark, a little bit of discoloration, and a little bit of smoke plume, but not actually doing any damage. We're now on Roga. Roga is going to rush forward, squeezing through best he can. Needs to make an athletics check to barge through. Reasonable enough, considering you're all willing. So manages to force his way through. That's 10. That's 20. And pushes into this space. Is going to use his first attack to attempt to shove the creature. That is for him. Let me just double check. +8, so 16. The Cobra gets a natural 20. So the Cobra is not moved backwards, so he's going to attempt it again with his second attack. Roga gets a 14. The Cobra gets less. So with that, Roga forces the Cobra back, kicking it across the floor, and then moves into the space in front of you to defend you. Interposing himself between it and you. Okay, Akara High Shield's turn. She peeks around the corner, attempts to do a Sacred Flame. The Iron Cobra deftly dodges out of the way, just noticing this plume of fire appearing beneath it, and managing to squirm around it up the wall slightly and out of harm's way. We are now back to your turn, chat. So, you have your full turn again. For a reminder for people who don't know, we also have this small infographic. If you'd like to take a quick look. On your turn, you can do movement, an action, and a bonus action, and you can do those in any order that you like. Okay, so you got one person, Max, asking to ask Akara if she knows anything about these creatures. You do have Hunter's Mark on this target, by the way. Just a reminder. Hello, my dude, am I right? Welcome to the stream. Okay, here we go. So you turn to your right and you ask your temporary ally if she knows what the hell this thing is and if there's anything you can do to shut it down before it does potentially deadly harm to any of yourself or your allies. She says that she had no idea that this thing was even capable of doing such or performing the job of a sentinel. She thought it was just a souvenir that Matur Highshield had brought with him upon their arrival to Willowdale. So she unfortunately does not have any further input on what to do about this creature. You still have your action and your bonus action, all that stuff, but unfortunately, it doesn't seem that Akara is able to give you any helpful information. Oh, thank you very much, Admiral. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I'm putting a lot of work in behind the scenes to get it as kind of professional as possible. It has come a long way. So what would you like to do here, chat? Sharpshooter attack. Oh, Max remembers. Is this a cute monster or no? I mean, not particularly. Okay. So, Falcon with the check bonus. Unfortunately, wrong one there, Falcon. We're doing an attack roll right now. Okay, so you're deciding to do a sharpshooter attack. Okay. Closing the giveaway. So, I need an attack roll here from you, chat. You do have, I'm assuming, an attack bonus. Yeah. Thank you, Falcon. So, exclamation mark dice to enter the giveaway to try and see if you can get your name on the screen with a dice roll. All right. So this will do a grand total of ridiculous amounts of damage. Let me just double check. So a sharpshooter shot for you right now. Your attack bonus is going to be +6. But if you hit, it's a lot of damage. Closing the giveaway. My dude, am I right? Okay, so what you need to do, dude, is do an exclamation mark roll to roll that dice and see our result on screen. You have won the giveaway. Okay, so it's a 5 plus 6. It's a sharpshooter shot plus the 2 attack bonus. Hold the phone, brings you to exactly the AC you needed to attack this creature. So as you begin to aim your bow, you feel as though your aim is slightly offset to the point where it's not going to strike true. But you feel this very sudden and abrupt surge of the spirit energy filling your soul, infusing your eyes with just enough precision and sharpness to adjust ever so slightly, and you know that this attack is going to strike true. So this does a grand total of... Oh my god, it's so much damage. Let me calculate this real quick. So 12 plus 5 plus 10, 22 points of damage with this sharpshooter shot as this arrow goes straight through this creature's head. And it wobbles back and forth. It's momentarily pinned to the back wall of this corridor, and it wrestles itself free and just pulls itself off the arrow still lodged in the wall behind it, as it readies its next strike. You do have a second attack, chat, because you can attack twice now, and I need to remember that's a thing. So, second attack. I'm going to put a vote up on the screen. You need to tell me whether or not this is a sharpshooter shot or a normal shot. So do sharpshooter or normal in the chat. And you can also enter the giveaway while you wait. So Sharpshooter, it's harder to hit. It brings your attack bonus down, but if you hit, you do a lot more damage. Okay, Sharpshooter shot, closing the giveaway. Okay, Max, give us the attack roll, please. This still has the attack bonus from earlier. Oh, it's a clean hit, my friend. All right, so with that, you let loose another arrow. Let me just double check that I calculated this properly because I didn't add Hunter's Mark last time. 12. You know what? Yeah, so in 2 shots, these infused arrows, channeling every bit of accuracy and precision that you have at your disposal. 1, 2, just a quick pinning this creature to the wall. It pulls itself off the first arrow, and then a second one goes straight into one of these glowing yellow eye sockets, pinning it to the wall once again, and then its body just goes limp as the Iron Cobra is subdued and it lies limp and inactive on the floor. You're able to take it down there before it actually managed to hurt you. It had 44 HP max. So 2 of those arrows, not enough. Okay. A second there. All right, so you have managed to clear this area of hostiles before anybody took potentially fatal damage. You are aware that yourself and Alden, your owlbear companion, are still injured. With that, I'll say that Akara is going to expend another use of the healer's kit on Alden. Hello, Neen. So I'm just going to quickly calculate that. I want to make sure I get the right amount. So 3 plus 7 plus the hit dice is 12, yeah. So Alden gets 12 HP back. Bringing him back to almost full. You can't have another one of those uses used on you yet, though. So you're still a little rough here, chat. You have a moment here where you can decide to use more resources if you want to try and heal yourself up, or you can proceed as is. What would you like to do? How much HP do you have? So I don't know if you can really see it clearly on the screen. I'll zoom in a little bit. You have 29 out of 39 hit points remaining. This is you in the middle here. Yeah, don't worry about it, Neen. Absolutely fine. You join in if you feel like it, otherwise enjoy the lurk. Just remember, doesn't matter what your experience level is, everyone's just kind of winging it and having fun. So it's all good. Do you have any spell slots left? I guess if you can't access the character sheet, I will tell you. You have 2 first level spell slots left, and you have 2 second level spell slots. Well, actually, I take that back. You have 1 first level spell slot because you used another Hunter's Mark in that fight. 1 first level, 2 second levels. You do also have that other potion of healing, if you want to use that. Hello, Cass. Thanks for stopping by, Cass. Hope you're having a good day. What have I missed? Okay, so basically, Kite, you had a battle with 2 animated dinner cloths that took you unconscious. but you just managed to defeat them without anybody else taking significant damage. You then explored the High Shield Keep, and you found a few supplies, 2 potions, a ring, and an interesting looking brooch. Speaking of, I'm going to say, since you're aware of it, you can, if you want to, ask Alaric to identify the items. Because he has the identify spell. So you'll know what those items are and if they'll be useful to you. Just pretend that both Casses are here, Sokai. We don't know. Maybe Cassulas is here. The double Cass. Okay, so you're also opting to use a potion. So you get another 6 HP back. Okay. Ask Alaric to identify. Okay, we can go with that. So, Alaric lets you know that he will need 20 minutes to identify both of these items without using more of his resources. Because he can cast the identify spell ritually, as it's called, it will take him 10 minutes to cast, but it will not use up one of his spell slots to do so. So the question is, do you want to wait 10 minutes or have him use spell slots and go now? So I'm going to refresh the poll. You can say wait or now. Okay. So casting this ritually, you take 20 minutes to take a very quick moment to kind of bandage wounds, heal up, discuss brief strategy. Not enough time to use hit dice as a short rest or anything like that, but over the course of this 20 minutes, Alaric does disclose to you that the items you have, and I'll add these to the character sheet, are a ring of jumping. I can read what that does in a second. Ring of jumping. Where is it? So what this does is, while wearing this ring, you can cast the jump spell as a bonus action at will on yourself. The jump spell, I believe, gives you triple your jump distance. So you can jump 3 times as far when you choose to do so, while you are attuned to the ring. The other thing that you find that you have seems to be incredibly valuable, and you'll need to have a think about whether or not you're going to use it or to give it to somebody else. What you have is in fact not a brooch, but it is the inert state of an item called a animated shield. A very powerful magical item. I'll read this description to you. Picture. Can I send a picture here? Hang on. Let me see if I can do this from here. Probably can. It doesn't seem like it's updated. That's annoying. 1 second. Maybe I have to close it first. There it is. Animated shield. Can I not pop this out somehow? Damn, that's so annoying. You can Google animated shield. If you want to see what it looks like. So essentially what this means is that when you activate this shield, the shield actually hovers around you, protecting you automatically. You do not need to hold the shield personally. It simply, upon activation, hovers around you, adding 2 to your AC. Like a Winston bubble? Almost. So... both of these items require attunement. What attunement means, for people who don't know, is that certain magical items are very powerful, and in order to limit the amount that you can use at any given time, the game works under the assumption that you can only have 3 attunement items at once. You currently have... just double check. Hello? You currently have 2 items attuned to you. You have the Headband of Intellect and the Braces of Archery. You have enough space for one of these items. Doesn't Aladdin have a leap attack? He has a charge attack. So, do you want to take one of these items and use it? It would take you an hour. You'd have to wait for an hour, a short rest, to attune to it. So, using these items right now will cost you time. What would you like to do? As you're all kind of contemplating this amongst you, you and your party, having this discussion, you are reminded that any time that you give Mater to prepare will make the ensuing battle more difficult. But on the contrary, being better equipped might make it easier. So, what would you like to eat? What would you like to do? Not use. Okay, cool. So with that, you put them into your bag of holding where they will be safely kept for the foreseeable future. And you decide your next course of action. So where are you going now, chat? Are you going back? Are you going to... sorry, I don't know why I did that. Yeah. Are you going to go back, or are you going to continue? There is this trap door here. You don't know where that leads, necessarily. So going back means essentially you're going to go to the stairway towards the rear of the castle. Can we give the shield to the turtle man? Yeah, you absolutely could do that when you feel the time is right. As I said again, it will take an hour to attune to these items, so you don't quite have the time to make use of them yet. Okay, so you decide to go back towards the stairway. So traveling back up, you find yourselves at the stairway to the next room. I'll just put everybody around here. Okay. Cool. So, how are you going to proceed here, chat? Are you going to proceed quietly, or are you going to storm upstairs, whatever may lie in wait? How are you going to proceed as you venture further up to the top of the castle? Nice one, Max. Classic, very consistent. I have bad news for you, Cass. Trenk is not here for reasons that, you know, you can learn about. Can I get some sad cats in the chat? You may have missed a little bit, Cass. Just pretend it's not true. Okay, so proceeding quietly, I need a stealth check, chat, as you attempt to wander up to the next floor without drawing too much attention to yourself. Okay, Falcon with the check bonus. Okay, so this will add an extra 2 to the roll. We did it, Falcon. Let's go, dude. I'm going to give them different icons so it's less confusing. Rest in tranquility. It's kind of cute. Xenodre, thank you very much for the follow, by the way. I really appreciate that. Welcome to the stream. Welcome to the Cozy Club, as we call ourselves. Sorry I missed your follow earlier. If you're still here, thanks for sticking with us. Yeah, it's so good, isn't it, Sokai? It was pretty good, Gene. I respect it. Okay. Moving on then. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Sokai, give us our stealth check, please. Plus 13 to the roll. With the spirit bonus. Okay, so a total of 18. All those bonuses combined. As you feel parts of your armor, particularly the more metal areas, the studs, and the parts of your belt and belongings that would typically clank or clatter together. You feel this strange kind of spirit mist lifting them ever so slightly, stopping them from making unfavorable amounts of noise. As you go upstairs. What may wait up there? Okay. All right. So, you are in this small, very cramped space as all of your allies enter up behind you. There is a door on your left here. It's very hard to see, but there is a door here. And there is a door on the right. There is also a door down the far end of the corridor that you're able to see. Which direction are you going to go first? So we have left, right, or down. For reference, left, right, or down. I saw your message, Herb. I just didn't want to acknowledge it in a tense moment. You understand. Okay, going right then. Okay, as you enter into the right, you see that this room is full of supplies. These supplies, unlike ones that you found elsewhere here, seem to be various alchemical supplies, materials, ingredients, some things perhaps for spells or other magical enchantments or actions. You're not entirely sure if there's anything here that is of immediate value to you, but mixed in with all of the things that are kept here, you do find a number of gemstones that could be used for magical enchantments, but might also be used for spells and could be sold for great value. You actually find 100 gold's worth of diamond in small fragments. Diamonds being a valuable material in a lot of restorative magic. So I'll add that to your character sheet. I'll just put it in notes for now. Money plus 30. Diamonds. 100G. Okay. There are a lot of other supplies here, but you personally are not quite sure what to make of them. And there's simply too much here for you to just start packing things up. So you feel as though you've gotten the most valuable things here, and you're ready to move on. So, which direction would you like to go in next? You have left and you have down. Okay, we have 3 for left, 2 for down. Hey, Simple. Good to see you. Thanks for stopping by. All right. I see you, Max. I just know it's you, so there's no surprise there anymore, you know? Oh god, Falcon, what have you done? Okay, so taking the left door, as you enter, you find what is very clearly some kind of bedroom, some kind of personal quarters. Akara High Shield reveals to you that this is where Matur, in fact, spends most of his time. Studying, reading, researching, and at times experimenting. Looking to your right, you see that there is a statue made of an incredibly ornate metal. In the center, there is a board game of chess that you can clearly see that is about halfway through. There's still pieces on the board. On the far side, there is a small desk upon which there is a single box, about 1.5 foot square. There's a bed and there's also a bookcase. So, what would you like to do here? You're currently at the doorway. These are the details that you see. Obviously, you can go further in and start inspecting. That's up to you. Or you can leave and exit into the courtyard. Okay, so you enter into the room. Taking a look around, you notice all of these details as described to you. However, there is a moment at which you realize with your very keen passive perception that the armor standing up against the wall on this podium twitches ever so slightly. And you can see it reaching down towards the sword at its side, just in time that it doesn't surprise you. I need you to roll initiative as we enter into combat. Okay, closing the giveaway as we start off the fight. Herb, give us our initiative roll, please. So it is a +5 to the total. That brings us to 12. Herb was ready for that one. This red glow beginning to appear beneath gaps in the visor. You are, surprisingly, despite your rolls, still the first to act in this circumstance. So, what would you like to do here, chat? your turn first. For those who don't know, I'll bring up the turn infographic. And I'll move us up here a little bit so it's a bit clearer. Just Hunter's Mark. So yeah, just so you are aware. Wait, how long is Hunter's Mark these days on level 1? Casting Hunter's Mark means that you are going to be out of first level spell slots. Oh, hang on. It's concentration up to an hour. So technically, you do still have Hunter's Mark active, and you can use your bonus action to move it onto this target. So Max is not wrong here. You can just move the Hunter's Mark onto this target here if you want to, as your bonus action. I always get confused about whether or not it's a minute or an hour. It makes sense that it's an hour, though. Okay, so choosing to move your Hunter's Mark onto the target, that is your bonus action. I'm assuming your next action is to attack, but it is important that I ask anyway. So how are you going to attack here? You can make a sharpshooter shot if you want to, or you can make a normal attack, which would just be attack bow. This music slaps. Thank you, Herb. Yeah, I subscribed to a music service so we could get better music for the D&D streams that are copyright cleared. PogChamp. Okay, Falcon with another attack bonus here. So this will be a sharpshooter shot. The attack bonus total will be 8. Thanks to that spirit bonus there. Opening the giveaway for the first attack. Exclamation mark dice to enter. Feel free to use the chant when it comes up. Jump on in, friends. I love that feature. So good. Okay, closing the giveaway. Falcon 1666. All right, Falcon hits with the roll. +8 total. Let's see what you get. Ooh, okay, so with a total of 12, unfortunately, your first attack, you aim it perfectly towards the gap in the helm where this red light is emanating, but as you shoot, you actually watch as the creature ducks very suddenly out of the way, and it just splits the arrow on the wall. You still have your second attack, so feel free to enter again, everybody. Okay, feel free to use the chant. Oh, join. Oh no, Falcon. No, you need the redemption arc. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Sokai. Sokai, give us our roll, please. +8 to the roll. Let's see what you get. Okay, so unfortunately, the second attack, this one just... Because of the way this creature has very suddenly lurched forwards off this podium, becoming animated and becoming enchanted with this magical red glow, you are thrown off and you're like, oh shit, you back up, you kind of stumble on a loose floorboard, and the shot just goes completely wide. Okay, so that is your turn now, chat. You do still have your remaining movement. Do you want to stay where you are, or do you want to retreat? The creature is currently not close enough to you for it to get an opportunity attack. Okay, so choosing to retreat, you begin to back out of the room towards your allies, who are now keenly aware as you rush backwards that something is going on. We are now on Alden, who takes the dodge action. We're now on the creature's turn. Let me just remind yourself what you can do. Yeah. 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 Right. Okay. So I'm going to say it moves out towards you, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Does get within range to attack you, so it's going to make 2 attacks with the longsword. As it brings up the shield to defend itself, enhancing its otherwise, you imagine, difficult to penetrate plate armor. Okay, that brings it to more than enough to hit you, even with any other kind of bonus you could give yourself. So you take, first of all, 8 points of slashing damage. It makes its second attack. Also hits, and you take another 8 points of damage. So 16 points of damage dealt as this longsword clashes into your side, scraping along it, damaging your armor, and also doing some damage beneath the skin through a combination of the bludgeoning of the sword impact and also cutting areas beneath. Okay, that brings us to Alaric's turn. Alaric is going to use... He's conserving his energy as best he can for the upcoming battle that he is anticipating, but is aware that you've taken a hell of a beating so far, is going to cast a chromatic orb at the target. It is going to be... What would he do? Maybe acid. Maybe acid. Yeah. Trying to corrode the armor. Oh, Alaric, buddy! Okay, so unfortunately, the orb splashes onto the wall, and you can see the sizzling and burning of even the stone wall itself as the attack fails to hit its intended target. Just mark that spell slot off. We are now on Roga. Roga attempts to attack this armored figure with the quarterstaff. First one is a miss. Second one is also a miss. Double sevens. Roga's trying his best to try and deter this creature. However, realizing he's at a bit of a disadvantage, kind of locked into the stairway's area, is going to move through, force his way through the area. Athletics check, manages to stumble through to the other side, and you now have this creature surrounded. So that brings us to Akara High Shield, who is going to move up and do a Sacred Flame. The creature simply turns its head towards Akara High Shield as she appears up on the top of the stairway, and doesn't even attempt to dodge the attack as these flames erupt from the ground. This kind of swirling dark and yellow completely engulfs the creature for a moment and then dissipates. It seems like it did no damage. And the look on her face, she is, best you could tell, a mixture of surprised but also possibly offended as she just mutters under her breath, "That son of a bitch." We are now at the top of the round again with you, chat. What would you like to do? This creature is now up in your face, so making a ranged attack will be at disadvantage, as it is right up inside your personal space. You could take the disengage action again if you wanted. Which would mean going down the stair. You don't have a lot of room to maneuver here, unfortunately. But you could absolutely do it just to create some space. Okay, so you're choosing to attack with your sword. Okay, attack rolls here, chat. Okay, we have an attack bonus coming in from Susanna, which I believe brings our sword attack bonus to +10. Move Roga? Why? Oh, wait, hang on. I moved him on my screen, but he hasn't... That's so weird. He didn't actually move on the player screen. Thank you, Max. I was like, but I did move him. What do you mean? There we go. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, Sokai, give us our first attack roll here. +10 to the roll. Okay, so with a total of 18, you swing your sword at the creature, it raises its shield and blocks the attack. It seems as though this creature, whatever enchantment has been placed upon it, seems to have gifted it pretty extraordinary combat capability. Possibly the hardest target you've ever tried to hit in your adventuring life so far. You have a second attack. Do you have advantage? You don't have advantage. I don't use flanking rules. But you do have a second attack. So feel free to chime in there. I would never been. What do you mean? Okay, so feel free to enter into the second giveaway for this attack roll. Closing the giveaway now. Okay, my dude, am I right? Exclamation mark roll in the chat, please, for your sword attack. +10 to the roll. Let's see what you get. When you're ready, my dude. Exclamation mark roll in the chat. Everybody else, just jam to the music. I'm so happy with the music I got. It's so much better. And there are so many tracks that I'm actually able to select them on an encounter basis. Oh, with a total of 21, you realize now that this is around the area that you need in terms of accuracy to strike true. As your sword comes clattering down on the suit of armor, clanging into its side, you don't see any tangible reaction from the creature, but you can see that it has dug a fair groove into the armor's side as it goes around the shield, and the creature just kind of rocks back and forth for a second. As you do, let me just double check what the damage is, because you haven't used a sword attack in a while, really. So it deals 8 points of damage. Oh, actually, no, it doesn't. It does 4 points of damage. So you realize that because you are currently wielding a non-magical weapon, as you've encountered before with various other creatures, the mundane nature of the weapon itself causing it to have less of an impact on this magical creature. So not doing quite as much damage as you would like. Okay, you still have your bonus action, chat. Oh, actually, there's another 3 from the Hunter's Mark. Sorry. Let me add that on. So it takes another 2 points of damage. Okay. Yeah, I just remembered there. Thank you for reminding me, though, my dude. Doo-doo. Okay, so what are you going to do with your bonus action here? You have Hunter's Mark up already, so you can basically command Alden to attack if you want him to. It's part of the mystery cast. If you know exactly how much hit points a target has, then you know precisely how strong it is before you fight it. Oh, sorry. Let me open up the vote. Sorry about that. Got carried away there with all of that math. Okay, Alden attack. Give me an attack roll, chat. As Alden goes for a bite attack on the suit of armor. Has a +5 to the roll. Actually, I think it would be +6 now. Yeah, it would. Okay, attack bonus here. Understood. I think you can refund that, actually, because Alden still has it from the previous bonus given by Susanna. So +7 total. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Herb, hit us with the roll. Okay, so unfortunately, as Alden attempts to gnaw away at the leg of this creature, it doesn't seem to be doing any damage. We are now on the suit of armor once again. It turns to Roga, attempting to force Roga back. Is going to make an attack. Does not hit with the first attack. So is going to make the second attack against Roga as well. Okay, does hit with that one. So dealing 8 points of damage to Roga. Trying to divide the damage at this point to get everybody a little bit lower. We are now on Alaric. Alaric fires off another firebolt instead of going for the chromatic orb. His confidence a little bit shot at this point in time. What's your attack bonus, Alaric? 11. +7. Okay, so unfortunately does not hit as his firebolt smashes into part of the armor, but then kind of streaks down the side around the waist. The full impact not felt by the creature itself. Is AoE damage a thing? There are definitely spells and abilities that do AoE damage, 100%. You don't know if this creature has any, though. That's Alaric's turn. We are now on Roga, who's going to make attacks. First one hits. That didn't roll. Hang on. Is my dice broken? There's no way I rolled 17 3 times in a row, right? Hang on. They all hit! Whoa! Okay, 13. The 13, I believe, also hits. Let me double check. Yes. Okay, so both attacks hit here as Roga slams twice into the back of this creature with the quarterstaff. Dealing 18 points of damage. Unfortunately halved, as his staff is also not magical, to 9. So you are slowly wearing down this creature, but it is enduring otherwise potentially fatal blows. Akara High Shield, frustrated. Hunter's Mark damage. Roga doesn't get Hunter's Mark damage. Only you get Hunter's Mark damage. As the person who casts the spell. What is she gonna do? She is going to attempt a different spell here. So, to your side, you watch as it seems as though Akara pulls out what seems to be a very ornately engraved bell, and then very sort of graciously rocks it side to side, and you hear this single resonant ping that echoes out into the space. However, it has no effect on the creature, and you just hear a visible exclamation of frustration as she just goes, "Are you fucking kidding me? He made this thing for me." Okay, so we are now at the top of initiative with you. What would you like to do, chat? As it's very clear at this point that anything that Akara High Shield has done in this fight so far, this armor has been enchanted to automatically resist its effects. What would you like to do? Resident pinger, yeah. Attack sword. Okay. Opening the giveaway. Exclamation mark dice to enter, my friends. This will be 2 attack rolls. Dude, I love the chant feature. It's so good. It's so unintentionally good for this. Okay, Falcon with the check bonus. Attack bonus, sorry. Hello, Volgro. Welcome to the stream. Can I get some haze for Volgro in the chat? Thanks for entering the giveaway. Okay, let's see who wins. Volgro. This bot is there's some programming wizardry involved here. That always gives it to new players. Okay, no problem, Volgro. We'll explain as we go here. It's very, very simple. What's just happened is that you've won an opportunity to roll the dice. Thank you very much. So this does have a +10. So with that, Volgro, thank you very much. You pull out your sword once more. You streak straight across the chest, attempting to cut the helm clean off whatever magical tether holds it in place. You manage to do damage, not quite as much as you would like, but you are thankful all the same that you managed to land the blow. Doing 6 points of damage with your mundane sword. Yo, Ashen Frost, great to see you, dude. How you doing? Okay, we now have our second attack roll here. Feel free to enter the giveaway. Exclamation mark dice to enter. For our second attack roll. I'm doing really good, thanks, Ashen. Having a great day today so far. Feel free to get involved as much as you like. The way that the game works is through a system of dice rolls and voting to decide what people would like to do on each given turn, as the entirety of chat controls the main character of the story. Thank you very much for the follow, Volgro. If you have any questions, people in chat would be more than happy to answer them. Otherwise, feel free to just stick around and learn as we go. It's designed to be pretty newbie friendly, so. Okay, closing the giveaway. Saragon. Great to see you, Saragon. Would you like to give us our attack roll with a +10 bonus? Thank you, Falcon. Okay, another 21. In this moment, perfectly aware that despite the fact that you are struggling to do the amount of damage that you're accustomed to doing to creatures like this, your determination shining through in this moment, brushing off all that frustration in favor of determination to win no matter what it takes. So you strike out again with your sword, doing another 6 points of damage. The creature again taking half of the ordinary because of its resistances to mundane weaponry. All right, so that is your turn. You have a bonus action still to use. It is up to you what you would like to do. You do have commanding your owlbear companion to attack, which would be the most obvious choice here. Or you can command him to do something else. Well, I'm glad you clicked it, Volgro. Nice, Ashen. Dude, I fucking love D&D. I love D&D. Can we have him aid the others? Yeah, you could ask him to take the help action. That's true. Okay, in this circumstance, you're asking Alden to attack, so Opening the giveaway once more, as your owlbear companion goes for a beak attack. Hit us with it. So exclamation mark dice to enter. We can get another chant going. Attack bonus is still active? Yes, it absolutely is. Thank you, Falcon. I think I might increase the timer on it just so we get less overlap. I think I can probably put on like 5 minutes maybe. It's probably enough. Maybe 7. The great thing about the chant is I get a timer for it as well. So I actually can just close the giveaway when the chant ends. Okay, Casanthus, give us our attack roll, please. This has a +7 to hit. It seems like it, Max. Ooh, okay, so Owlden desperately trying to bite and claw out at this armored figure, clearly a manifestation of some kind of transmutation magic, imbuing it with sentience. It seems to be completely ignoring Owlden, as he just kind of wraps his beak around whatever purchase he can on the armor, but can't seem to rip any of it away. Okay, so that ends your turn and brings us back to the creature itself. It is going to turn around, and it is going to make a longsword against you. Okay, so something interesting happens here. Let me just double check I'm playing by the rules. Where is it? Don't freak out, chat. Don't freak out. Where is it? I know this is a thing. I just can't see it. There it is. Okay, so as this creature raises the longsword, seems to actually move the shield out of the way to get more leverage to strike down, more momentum, a cleaner strike, attempting to deliver a possibly fatal blow. You actually feel as though time is slowing down as you see this sword coming down towards you, and you are aware that if this sword strikes you from this angle, it could sever vital vessels in your neck. But as this happens, you watch out of the corner of your eye Akara's hand reach outwards and then twist. And you watch as the sword twists in the armored suit's arms and then falls to the side, but still scrapes down your shoulder, turning what would have been a critical hit into a regular strike. So you do still take 8 points of damage, but it was not a critical strike. As that is one of her Death Domain cleric abilities, where she can turn a critical hit into a normal attack X amount of times every day. So let me just deal 8 points of damage. We are now on its second attack. It is going to attempt to attack her, seeing this happen. Okay, does hit. So she takes 8 points of damage from the longsword. So the second blow in retaliation, this creature seemingly possessing enough intelligence and awareness in combat that it realizes that it has a new threat presented to it that is preventing it from doing what it needs to do. We are now on Alaric, your resident cat wizard, is going to attempt another firebolt. Unfortunately, doesn't hit again. At this point in time, there are too many targets around him, and he's too afraid of striking an ally, realizing that, especially you, weakened as you are one foul play away from falling unconscious again. Alaric, definitely not the most composed wizard you've ever met in your life. We are now on Roga. Roga attempts to make an attack against the armor. First attack misses. Second attack hits. So 1 strike with the quarterstaff, dealing 4 points of damage. This armor now, by the way, is dented, scraped, and now rocking side to side. Whenever it makes a movement with its arms or with its legs, you can hear the scraping of metal. That is very definitely injured. We are at Akara High Shield. She pulls out a dagger from her side and just throws it. Actually, no, she doesn't need to. She stabs out towards the armor as it's within range. Doesn't hit, however. Not her forte. It's no surprise to you that this ill-prepared strike slams into the creature's armor, but does absolutely nothing. We're at the top of the round with you now, chat. It is your turn. What would you like to do? So this armored figure in front of you is definitely injured. This battle already taken a heavy toll in the mere half a minute or so that's taken place. What would you like to do next? Okay, attack sword. Trap it. You could attempt to trap it, but you don't have anything around you currently that would allow you to do so. Unless you can think of a way. Okay, so first attack comes in. Opening the giveaway. Feel free to get involved. Thank you, Max. Dude, it's so hot in here. What happened? Okay, another attack bonus. Hi, Riley. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Ashen Frost. Hit us with the roll, man. This has a plus 10 total thanks to the attack bonus. Let's see what you got. Oh, unfortunately, with a 14, the first attack clatters off the shield. Okay, second attack. Feel free to enter again, everybody. There's no limit to how many times you can enter the giveaways. Okay, waiting for the chat to end, and we'll get in here. Princess Uni Kitten, hello. Welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Thanks for getting involved. Closing the giveaway. What is going on with this dice bot? Okay, Princess Uni Kitten. In order to roll the dice, please type !roll in the chat. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so unfortunately with another 14, the second strike also clatters off armor as the armored figure quite expertly deflects the blow with the shield. Welcome to the stream, though. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, so that is your turn, chat. You have a bonus action here. What would you like to do? Do you have a heal spell left? You have a Cure Wounds. Yes, you do. You also have second level spell slots available. Cure Wounds. Okay. Are you casting it at first or second level, chat? I'm going to open the poll. Just say 1 or 2. First or second level. You have 1 first level spell slot left. You have 2 second levels. If you cast it with a second level spell slot, it will heal for an extra 4 health. So at first level, it heals for 7. At second level, it heals for 11. Okay, so using your action... Wait, hang on. Hang on, you can't... Sorry. This is my fault. I mismanaged your action economy. You can't cast Cure Wounds as a bonus action. It's an action to cast that spell. And you've already used your action to attack. That's my bad. I was just like, yeah, that's totally fine. But you can consider that for next round. Do we have a bonus heal action? I don't think I added it to D&D Beyond, but I think you have action surges. Not action surge, it's healing surge. Sorry. Which is an optional rule that we have started using in the campaign. It's this one here. So that's actually outdated. Let me update it. So you have 5 uses of this. There you go. And you can use multiple charges at once. So you could use like 4 charges of Healing Surge if you want. So I'll reset the vote. There you go. I'll reset the vote. So you tell me what you want to do. You want to use Healing Surge? And you can tell me how many you want to use. It's 6 hit points per surge. So Healing Surge 3 would be 18 hit points. I'm not sure how I add that to D&D Beyond, but I'll try and do it after stream. Okay, so Healing Surge 3 it is. Stopping the poll. So you heal for 18 damage as a bonus action. Bringing you to 29 out of 39. Can we use the remaining surges later? If you look at the thing, once you've used it, you can't do it until you finish a short rest. So you'll have to finish a short rest before you can use it again. You have 2 charges, but you can't use them until your next short rest, which is an hour long. Anyway, so that is your turn. That's okay. We haven't used that for a while. I completely forgot it existed, to be honest with you. Been so wrapped up in everything else, so don't worry about that. That's totally okay. We are now on... Owlden takes the dodge action on his turn because he hasn't been ordered to do anything else. We are now on the armored figure once again, and it is going to attack Akara High Shield. First attack hits. Second attack... I'm not sure if it does. Second attack misses? Yeah, second attack misses. So the first longsword attack is thrust forward. It slices across an area of her arm that's slightly exposed, drawing a bit of blood. Because of this, she sort of instinctively weaves out of the way, ducking down the stairway. The second attack sort of sinks into the banister at the side of the stairs, not hitting her. She just manages to avoid it. We are now on Alaric. Alaric tries again to do a firebolt. Unfortunately, still, he's getting better. He's getting closer, but he is just too panicked, too anxious, looking around him, seeing his injured allies. In this cramped space, he is just too anxious and too afraid of striking the wrong person to land one of these attacks effectively. Rogue attempts his 2 attacks. Hit. Miss. Dealing 4 points of damage. Okay. The armored figure now struggling to keep itself aloft, struggling to maintain any kind of ordinary fighting posture. Its movements are now much more sudden and in some ways unpredictable. Akara High Shield is going to make another dagger attack. Natural 1. So she attempts to lunge forward with the dagger, trying to strike the creature as it withdraws the blade. In the process, she slips on one of the stairs, bangs her head on the banister, and then just kind of stumbles backwards slightly. A little bit dazed. Definitely not in her element. We're back at the top of initiative with you, chat. What would you like to do? Oh, did I not remove the 8 hit points? Thank you. There we go. Wait. I did do it, it's just not updating. Wait, D&D Beyond's letting me down, chat. Hang on. There we go. I think it's because my session's been open too long. I opened this like 2 hours before the stream, so. Attack sword. Okay, first attack roll, chat. You ready yourself for another flurry of sword attacks? Trying to finish off this target. Exclamation mark, dice to enter. Okay, closing the giveaway. Okay, my dude. Am I right? Please give us our attack roll. This one has a +8 to hit. Let's see what you get. Okay, so unfortunately, with a 19, you do not hit the target with your first sword attack. Its armor class incredibly high relative to yours, as you need to get a 20 to hit at this point. You've gotten a 19 and a 21. 20 is the number you need to get to land a blow. So, opening the second dice giveaway. This is the first time that you have fought such an armored creature before. Most of the people of this shape that you have fought have been more like yourselves, adventurers or people with agendas. This is sheerly a suit of armor enchanted for one purpose, to defend and attack and nothing more. Okay, so we have an attack bonus here from Cassanthus. Thank you very much, Cass. This brings our bonus up to +10. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Cassanthus. Very good. Hit us with the roll, Cass. This needs to be a total of 20, so you need at least a 10 on the dice. Okay, 25 total. You land the strike. Although the first blow swings wide, clattering off the side of the wall, you still have the momentum left and the determination to swing back the creature, not expecting such a quick, reoccurring blow. Pings off the side of the helm, actually slices off one of these horn-like protrusions, and you can see the red light within its form dimming so slightly. So you dealt... Yeah, okay. Alright, the creature now approaching the point where it is grievously wounded. You have your bonus action. What would you like to do? Okay. You command your loyal owlbear companion to follow up with a beak attack. So, opening the dice giveaway. feel free to enter. This has a total of +7 to hit. Okay, closing the giveaway now. Okay, Casanthus again. Okay, Cass. Let's see what you got. Give us another 15. Yep, you need at least 13 on the dice. Oh, unfortunately, you're missing a 1 there. So Alden desperately, once again, trying to rip and bite and tear away at this creature. Completely unfamiliar, unfortunately, fighting something that has no flesh. It is just an enchanted and otherwise empty suit of armor, and Alden is confused and unable to find any kind of real significant purchase on its form to do any damage. Bringing us to its turn. The armor is going to split its attacks, 1 against you and 1 against Akara. First one against you. That is a miss, I think. Let me just double check. 8 plus... Yeah, that is a miss. So the first attack swings wide. However, it moves forward, missing the first, then swings sideways towards Akara for the second. Okay, also misses this attack, almost stumbling forward as one of its legs injured and less animated at this point as the magic seems to leave its body, causing it to kind of stumble and creak. The second attack is just far too wide. Akara is just kind of standing there, a little bit shocked herself as the sword just coasts over her head a good 10 inches or so away from her hair. Okay, we are now on Alaric. Come on, Alaric. Bro, he's so close every time. This firebolt pings off the shield, ricocheting upwards and slamming into the ceiling, as Alaric once again unable to land one of these firebolt attacks. Roga comes in. First attack misses. Second attack misses. So Roga unfortunately did not anticipate this strange jerked movement from this suit of armor. Swings the staff across, attempting to smack the helm off the shoulders, misses from the sudden movement, then attempts to bring the second one down, and as it's moving towards Akara for the second blow, the quarterstaff slams into the ground next to its foot. Akara is going to swear. That's free. Doesn't cost anything to swear. It's going to attempt to attack with the dagger. Completely unsuccessful. So attempting to attack once with the dagger, realizing that she cannot at this point in time use most of her magics without expending significant resource. She basically spends her turn throwing a tantrum and being visibly frustrated. We are now at the top of initiative with you, chat. Your turn. What would you like to do? My dude, am I right, has an idea here. You can ask Alden to help you with the bonus action, which would give you advantage on the attack. Just once, though. Do you have finisher spells? Unfortunately not, Volgro. So although Alden is struggling to do damage to the creature, he can distract it, he can get its attention, he can cause it to be slowed in its movements, giving you a better chance of landing an attack. Okay, so you order Alden to pounce at the target, not knowing whether or not it will do damage. In this case, it doesn't, but Alden kind of thrusts himself onto the thigh area of this armored form, slowing it down, using the pure weight of his body to stop its movements and pin it in place momentarily. So you have advantage here. How would you like to attack? Just so you're aware, advantage and disadvantage cancel each other out. So if you wanted to, you could make a bow attack here, and it would not be at disadvantage. As Alden pins this creature in place, it is possible for you to use your bow without a significant penalty. Bow has a higher success rate? Yes. Your bow has a plus 11 to hit. If you sharpshooter, it has a plus 6. With a bonus, it has a plus 8. So sharpshooter will do more damage, but there's a higher chance of you missing a creature with 20 AC. Sharpshooter. Okay, we're gonna risk it for the biscuit. Oh, hang on, we're tied. Okay, I need a tiebreaker here, chat. We gonna do a normal attack or a sharpshooter attack? Okay, sharpshooter narrowly takes the lead. Okay, time. Let's go. Attack roll, please. Exclamation mark. Dice. Hello, QWERTY. Thank you for the chant, Max. You ready this potential final blow with your bowstring, bringing it back, channeling a significant amount of the spirit energy into it as this energy wisps around the bowstring and courses down the arrow to its head. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Bean. Come on, Bean. What do you got? You need at least a 12 on the dice. Let's go, dude! It's exactly what you needed. Okay, so as you pull back the bowstring, the tension causing the bow itself to tremble, this energy coalesces around the bow, down to the tip, down towards the arrowhead, and then seems to create a spinning vortex around it. As you let the arrow loose, it sinks straight into the gap between the two sides of the visor. You hear it pierce through towards the back. The arrow has just disappeared into the space that very quickly goes dark. The red light of its animated magic completely dissipating in a single moment. And as it falls down before you, you can see the arrow just sticking out of the back of this plate helmet. Okay. As the initiative ends, and we are out of combat. Okay. It's interesting to see some restraint from chat. They're considering the YouTube video, right? Thanks chat, I appreciate it for the content. Okay, so this creature clatters to the ground, felled by this final arrow. You take a few moments to yourself. Everybody feeling rather frantic. What would you like to do? There is also this door here, which leads to some kind of storage area. Yeah, you can absolutely take a short rest, or, well, it's like not quite a nap, but it basically is a nap, let's be real. Cheer up the cleric. I was referring to the body. Yeah, you can, this creature that has fallen before you, essentially is a set of plate armor. You could loot it. You can't wear it personally, but it is plate, which is very good armor. It's currently damaged from the assault it's been given, but with a little bit of repair, you imagine somebody might be able to use it. Possibly Roga. Does it have any magical residue? As you give it a quick look over, I'm not going to make you do any checks. Whatever enchantment this armor had is completely gone. It is otherwise a mundane set of plate armor and a shield and a long sword. Its strength being provided purely by the fact that it is plate armor. There's nothing otherwise unusual about it now that it lies limp and motionless on the ground. Loot. Okay, so you pick up the plate armor and you start putting it piece by piece into your bag of holding. It is up to you whether or not you want to give this to Roga. Do you want to keep it or give it to Roga? Roga can use plate armor. This armor is currently a bit damaged, so I'll say for the time being it would count as half plate, which would still increase his armor class, I think. Let me double check. Okay. What I'll say is, Okay, so you're gonna give it to him. All right, so are you gonna take a rest here, or are you gonna loot and continue? Because this is gonna determine whether or not this armor is gonna be like properly usable. One thing that Roga does do is pick up the shield that's left behind. Kind of gives it a little bit of a test, kind of clanging on it a little bit, testing to see its durability. The shield still seems pretty usable, and Roga is going to elect to use it. So I'm going to put that in his equipment. The longsword. The longsword is usable too. The longsword is not ideal for you to use personally, but you could give it to Roga as well. Rest and attune items. Okay, nice move. Okay, so I'm going to go with shield here. Just a regular shield for Roga. Okay. So Roga's AC has gone up to 19. Or should do when it updates. Is Roga proficient with it? Yes. Yes, Roga is proficient with long swords and shields. And plate armor. Okay, if you're going to choose to rest here, I'm going to say that over the course of this rest, as you sort of move into this space, you can hear activity happening above you. You can hear what seems initially like very heavy footfalls, which immediately makes you wonder if Lazaro, your new ally, who you left at the gate, is already up top. But there doesn't seem to be any sounds of combat taking place, which leads you to believe that there is a different large creature on the floor above you. But over the course of this rest, between your efforts, a little bit from you, a little bit from Alaric's knowledge of armor, just purely from an intellectual standpoint, you managed to make enough repairs to the armor, ironing out dinks and the lot, where the plate armor itself is usable. It is functional. So we'll give Roga the plate armor as well. While we're waiting, what item are you going to attune to? Are you going to attune to the ring or the animated shield? Because you only have a slot for one of those two things. So it was the ring of jumping, which triples your jump distance, or it's the animated shield, which essentially allows you to have a shield active around you without actually holding it. It just hovers around you, attempting to block attacks. I've opened the things, so feel free to vote. For some reason, my Twitch chat is not updating. There we go. It kind of just jumped forward there. The shield? Okay. I will attune it for you here. Inventory, tuned, equipment, animated shield. There we go. Okay, so as a bonus action on your turn now, if you activate the animated shield, it will give you a +2 to your armor class. We can let Alaric take the ring. That seems fair. I don't think we need to have more of a discussion about it. What I'll say is just vote in the chat who you want to give the ring to, just to make it fair. Okay. The animated shield will be that. What I'll say to make things easier is that you've chosen your command word for the shield. Actually, hang on. That'd be quite funny. Okay, so you give the ring to Alaric. I'll put that on his character sheet. I'm gonna do something I might regret, chat. What would you like the command word to be to activate your shield? You can pick any short phrase you like. I'm gonna regret this decision. I'm not even gonna look. I'm not even gonna look until the voting is done. Okay. Booba, Butterfingers, Helen, Wham? What is going on? Y'all are crazy. Helen? Say it ain't so, chat. Big fucking shield. Oh no. Okay, let me fix this thing over here. Inventory. Equipment. Manage. Plate. Armor. Okay, plate there. Equip. Okay, Roga's armor class is now 21, but now he is even less stealthy than before. He also has a longsword now, so let me add that. Longsword. Sick. Okay, so I'm about to coin toss this, chat, between Big Fucking Shield and Helen. Where's my wallet? Okay. Heads is Helen. Tails is Big Fucking Shield. Oh, it's too late, Anachi. It's too late. It's too late. It's heads. So the command word for the animated shield is now Helen. Okay, great. That's good to know. That definitely enhances my immersion tenfold. Okay, so who is Helen? It's a really stupid community meme. It's like a running inside joke since New Year's. We had a New Year's party and things got crazy. The command is gone! Hello, Denny. Okay, so you take your rest. Would you like to expend some hit dice to heal yourself? Yes or no? Okay, Defectius has got it ready. I see how it is. Okay, chat. Would you like to expend some hit dice to rest? You have 2 remaining. It looks like Twitch is having a bit of a struggle right now. It's not really updating properly. Oh god, the copy pasta. Stop! Okay, closing the poll. So you regain 12 hit points. All of your hit dice have been used now. You have no more remaining. But it does bring you to max HP. Where are hit dice on the character sheet, actually? I wonder if it logs them somewhere. Anyway. Okay, so... Roga is going to do the same. He's going to expend 2. So basically, Volgrok, the way that it works is that for every level you have a thing called a hit dice. That's like a hit point dice. It's a really confusing name. But basically what that means is that either as a bonus action to use Healing Surge in combat, or when you take a short rest, you can expend those to heal yourself, to restore some of your vitality. So you have 5 total. You used 3 earlier from your Healing Surge. You use another 2 now, so you have no more remaining. Akara is going to use some as well. Yeah, so 3 from earlier, 2 just now, so 5 are all spent. Roga's going to use 2. Actually, Roga's going to use 3, I think. Let me have a look. 2 might be enough. D10. What's your Constitution modifier, Roga? Roga's con is +2. So it would be 5, 7, 2. Okay, so 14 HP back. He's at full health again. Who else needs to heal? Alden is fine. Akara's going to use... How many are you going to use? +4 con, so... Maybe 8. 2. Akara uses 2. And everybody's now at full HP. Okay. So, taking a little bit of time to rest here. You hear this loud noise above you. So you know that there's at least one more floor above here. But nothing else seems to happen. You don't know exactly what that means, but you can assume that Matur has made ample preparation, best as he can, to prepare for the oncoming fight. So my question left to you, chat, is... Oh, hang on, we didn't loot this one chest. Wait, before we do that, there may be more loot. Let me just double check my document. Okay, so inside you find another Pearl of Power. This is an item that you have, worth remembering here. A Pearl of Power allows you to consume it to restore a spell slot. I believe we already have one, don't we? Yeah. So you could pass this on to somebody else if you want. Wait, is it attunement? Wait. Yeah, it is attunement. Okay. So you would have to attune to the item. What level spell slot? Up to 3rd level, I believe. But you do get another one of these Pearls of Power. Who do you want to give this Pearl of Power to, chat? You have Alaric and Akara are both spellcasters. Akara? Okay. You can see that she's paying particular attention to you. She's kind of trying to act like it doesn't bother her who you give this to, but she's very clearly a little bit irritated that you're basically walking around a place where she lives and taking all of her shit. But for the time being, you give her this item. Oh, hang on. Unless you change your mind, chat. Zakara no bless? I believe she does. Does she? Maybe she doesn't. No, she doesn't have it prepared today. She's not that kind of gal. Okay. So I'll put that in Akara High Shield's equipment real quick. Pearl of Power. Thank you, Firefly. So she doesn't have that attuned yet, but it is there. Okay. And the last thing is a potion of greater healing. So this is a stronger healing potion. So this potion does, I believe, 4d4 plus 4. 44 plus 4. So maths amount. I believe 44 with averages would be 4 times 2, 8, 12 hit points. Okay. Now you're pretty confident you've picked up more or less everything here. There is one other thing of interest in this room, which is a small lockbox resting on the desk on the left-hand side of the room. As you take a look at it, you can very clearly see that it is locked. What would you like to do? It's small enough that you can hold it in your hands. It's like a 1-foot box with a lock on it. It's a very beautiful kind of dark, treated oak. As you look towards the car, she just kind of shrugs at you. I don't care, it's not mine. Just very dismissive of anything that doesn't belong to her. Okay. Nice, Herb. Okay. You do have lockpicks, yeah. You're not proficient in them, so it's a little harder for you to do. Give me a dexterity check. So this has +5. as you attempt to pick the lock. Or check bonus! Okay. Closing the giveaway. Okay, QWERTY. QWERTY, please give us our roll. This has a total of +7, thanks to the check bonus from Herb. Okay, cool. So, with a total of 17, you get to work on this lock. However, it seems to be a little bit above your ability. This lock, very much unlike the others, expertly crafted to have several stages that need to be picked. However, you do not feel, at least in this very moment, that you have the expertise necessary to actually open it. So you still have the box, but you have not successfully picked it. You can obviously try again another time. What's the plan here, chat? What would you like to do next? You have some degree of freedom. This is all kind of taking place during your rest. What would you like to do? So you're aware, the way, because there's no real rules in D&D that stops you from constantly redoing checks. The way that it works for me is if you continuously try to pick a lock, subsequent failures will make it more and more difficult for you to succeed on doing so. As you're at risk of actually damaging the locking mechanism itself, which makes it harder for you to pick. Finished chess game? Okay. Give me an intelligence check, chat. +4 to the roll. Exactly, Cass. It's one of these very awkward gray areas in rules. Hello, Tilly. Okay, closing the giveaway. Tolkir. Okay, Tolkir, give us our intelligence check as you take a look at this board and try and see if you can decipher it. That's okay, Tilly. Okay, Tolkir, hit us with the roll, my friend. Oof. Okay, so as you take a look down at the chessboard, you're struggling to figure out both how the match got to this point, but also where it's going next. It's progressed a significant amount. Both sides are missing pieces, but it doesn't seem as though either side is winning, best as you can tell. It's not obvious to you. Okay, so taking a look around the room, I need you to give me an investigation check to see if you can find anything else useful to you, such as a hidden key or anything of that sort. Okay, Herb with a check bonus. Closing the giveaway. Okay, Herb. Fate has decided. You get to roll the dice. What's it gonna be? Oh, somebody copy pasted. Okay. Taking a look around the room, you scour pretty diligently. You have advantage on that? I believe if you're checking things, if they're within a certain range, because of your... Where is that? You have a thing. Inventory, equipment. Eyes of minute seeing. Your sweet goggles. Your sweet shades. You do have advantage. In this case, it's not really a matter of being really, really close to something, because it only really works within a foot. It's more like a general clearing of the area. If it was like trying to figure out if there was a hidden switch on an object or something like that, then it would absolutely give you advantage. But it doesn't give you advantage on checks all the time. It's only within a certain kind of range. But taking a look around, you're fairly confident. Oh yeah, no, it's totally okay for you to bring that up, Volgro. It's reasons like that where it's like, you should absolutely bring it up because I might have missed it, but there may be a reason as well why I might have not chosen to include that as well. It's definitely good to always check. I don't take any offense to it, and you absolutely shouldn't feel any form of embarrassment or anything like that. It's one of those things, there's only so much information that I can convey at once, and I try not to overload people, so it's completely okay to keep asking stuff, because I may well forget, and I won't take offense to you reminding me of stuff that exists, because I can't remember everything. Okay, so yeah, you look around, you don't find anything in the ways of a key or anything like that. You can assume from this that Matur High Shield probably has the key on him. Would you like to take the box anyway, or are you going to leave it behind? What would you like to do? Because you can pop the box into the bag of holding, no problem. Just this 1 foot cube lockbox. Okay, so you take it, you put it into the box. As you turn the cube ever so slightly, trying to place it in, you know, with the lock face facing upwards out of the bag, you feel something fairly large kind of roll to one side of the box as you put it in. Nothing else happens. This is just something you notice as the weight shifts inside it. Okay, chat. You have explored every available room up until this point. You have one more door to open, and you're aware that this takes you outside onto the upper area of the keep itself. But as it is with the rest of the game, I need you to confirm. Which door are you taking? Ignore door? Just chilling. Make out? Pour any chat. Pour any chat. Praise Owlbear. I love it. I absolutely love it. Hello, Matthew. How's it going, dude? Do a barrel roll. I'm gonna point out here, chat, that it's all fun and games until I actually make you roll a barrel roll, okay? It can happen. Okay, so you choose to take a moment to praise Alden. Alden definitely having made significant efforts towards becoming a lot more obedient and a lot more focused on tasks at hand, not falling to his feral whims quite as much as before. Okay. Now, are you going to keep stalling here, chat? Or are you going to suck it up and do what you came here to do? My cat's here. All right, so basically, Matt, you've been fighting your way through this castle keep, the High Shield Estate, waiting for the inevitable conflict to break out with Matur High Shield, the orchestrator of the undead outbreak in the town. And you're aware it is most likely that he is waiting on the floor above you. There's only one doorway that leads out and goes towards that space, and it is right here in the center. I saw the charisma we have. Yeah, it's not great. It has backfired several times. Riley's just perching on my armrest real quick. Nice one, Herb. Word for word, symbol for symbol. Perfection. Okay, so with that, you make your final preparations to exit out into the space where you can only assume Matur High Shield is waiting for you. You cautiously open the door. This door is not locked. It is slightly ajar. Seemingly, Matur High Shield came through this area and had to exit this door to get there. As you step out... Oh, actually, you know what? Give me a perception check. Give me a perception check, chat. As you listen up against the door to see what you can hear outside. Oh, check bonus from Herb here. Closing the giveaway. All right, Shadow squared. Hit us with the roll, please. Okay, so in this moment, you're feeling a little bit panicked. You're feeling a little bit anxious about the conflict to come, and you're feeling a little bit, for lack of a better phrase, overwhelmed in that you're struggling to focus your senses to the point of being as precise as they ordinarily are. As you put your ear up against the door, you are hearing was very clearly the bird calls as day breaks. A strange circumstance by which you find yourself anticipating a potentially deadly battle, as the sun has now risen above the horizon, is beginning to cast rays down in through the gap in the door. You can't hear anything else. In fact, it is unsettlingly silent. You hear no more of these heavy footfalls, no more bustling on the floor above you. There is just what would otherwise be a very ordinary day awaiting for you outside, if you didn't know any better. With that, choosing to exit the door, you very cautiously slipping through one by one. Keeping to the wall as much as you can. Alaric and Alden staying inside momentarily. And you hear somebody clearing their throat from the space above you. Matur High Shield stands atop the final level of this keep, seemingly looking directly down at the door, waiting for you to exit. Although it's interesting to you immediately that he does not attempt to attack you as you exit side by side with Akara High Shield, and she whips around noticing this. She steps out further into the courtyard, turns towards him. I'm sorry if we kept you waiting, my love. Matur looks down towards you, a scowl on his face in response. So it's come to this. After everything I did for you both, this is how it ends. You know, I was so close. I was so close to getting us all out of here. And you just had to go and do all of this. I'll give you one last chance. Join me. She kind of looks up towards him, this kind of arrogant smile on her face, fading very, very quickly as he says this, as she spits on the ground to her left. Go to hell, you arrogant prick. She looks towards you, readies her hand as this dark energy begins to coalesce in her hand. She looks up towards him. Just us then, is it? And he goes, oh, my sweet child. I thought you'd know me better than that. He lifts up his free arm, makes a gesture with his hand, and you hear these heavy footfalls as another creature rushes towards the stairs, jumping over it as this enormous, statuesque creature slams into the floorboards, shaking this entire upper floor as this shield guardian towering over you begins to raise a greatsword up, down towards you in an attempt to make an attack. That is where we will end today's session, and we will pick it up next time with what could be the final confrontation of Season 1 of the campaign.